Hello, everyone. Welcome back for episode 39 of the Gossamer Vale. I'm your DM, Katie, and tonight I'm joined by my players. Same as always, we've got Jillian, Kyle, Mac, and Greg. Let's start with a recap, and then we'll jump in. I don't remember much of what's going on, but it was a pretty chill session last time. You guys fought and killed the big bad bandit people a while ago now, and are on your way to the capital. You're already there, technically. But before leaving Bandit Town, you all tied up some loose ends. You got some magic items that the Pirate Queen's team did not want. Uh, gave away a dog to a kobold that likes rocks and makes very deadly potions. Um, but gave him a guide of how to take care of the dog, so it'll probably be fine. Uh, Madden sent away one of his two birds, Bronwyn, because she seemed unhappy with life and she very happily left, so probably a good choice. Uh, you all said your goodbyes to people, made sure Amara was on the cart with you as you were taking her with you on your trip to the capital because her father died in this battle and you want to help her revive him. And Lamb had a vision of a temple in the capital that supposedly would be able to help with that. So you all got on the road, had a nice time, saw some weird stuff on the way. No, there's a weird rabbit that you saw a couple times with a horn on its head. You came across a fully cleaned skeleton of, I think, a deer that Kian did kind of run over as she was trying to learn how to drive. Madden got a new horse that doesn't have a name yet, but it's there. So Lost Bird has new horse. So we're still at the same amount of animals. And then you all continued traveling in the morning. While traveling, Lamb and Amara talked for a while about, you know, the plan to get her dad fixed and that she would love it if you all could fix the well back home, considering what it means to the people that she knows and how many lives it's going to affect having it in its current state. Lamb agreed and also agreed to help watch over her father as they traveled, as Amara was not sleeping, as she was adamant that somebody needed to be watching over him the whole time. And you guys kept driving. Kian saw a lot of mushrooms and it very much ignored that and said, "That's not my business." Big fairy ring, not my business. And you all reached the capital, Moloch, where there's some guards at the gate. Jack lied to everybody about Madden and made him basically unable to speak, but no longer there mentally. Is kind of what uh, the lie was. Just because
Was he ever there mentally?
I don't know.
Well, we were
Debatable.
headed to the special healing temple anyway.
Yeah, you had
He
to
was gonna get
special
help.
healing temple. But you all convinced them that you were heading there. Not you said that it wasn't for him. That you were only going there to help your dead friend. But maybe the temple can help Madden out.
Yeah, like
Maybe.
maybe we just didn't assume that the temple could.
Yeah. Maybe he's passed up. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Just don't know how the wanted Madden flyer posters, how far they made it. So,
Well, really, you've never seen one, so unclear.
Madden's not worried.
He's fine. Uh, you all got into the city, and one of the guards, whatever his name was, it's somewhere on here. Karos, he led you over to the temple happily, taking you through the town. Very nice, clean city. Everyone's really nicely dressed. Everything is bright and white and blues and shiny. There's it's a little uncomfortable. Definitely not normal, but seems nice. You all got to the temple, went inside, and split teams. Most of you going with Amara and her dad, with Kafrine, the elven cleric, who said that she could help. She was going to write you a list of what she needed and where you could find it, and put his body in a state of stasis for the time being, and sent you all back out to the entry hall while she worked on her list and checked over the body. In the meantime, Madden met a portly human man named Enser, who is very excited, kind of excited about the fact that Madden is missing a leg, but in the fact that he gets to help make him a new one. And took him to a different room to get all of the measurements he needed, and is going to craft at least 2 legs. One simple, made out of elderwood, and one whatever he wants. And that is where we left off. Madden, you've rejoined with your group. Lamb, Jack, and Kian, you've been handed this list from Catherine, which has on it a list of generic stuff to start. Just, normal bunch of herbs, tinctures, stuff that you could find pretty much anywhere. Kind of just seems like they're sending you on an errand since you're going out anyway. But also 3 other items. There is the horn from an Aryan, scales of Alunrock, and a heart from Lolly and Jollies. And that's what you're handed. And she walks back away towards the ritual room.
Scales of what?
Lawn Rock.
Okie dokie.
Do we get to ask what these things are?
You could go find her and start asking. But she handed the list and walked away.
So we're just reading over it together in a huddle, and Lamb's like, Keen, do you know what these are? I'm not sure about it.
Lollies and Jollies. Why does that sound like a candy shop?
Yeah, it sounds like a store.
It sounds like one. I'm not sure if I saw one as we were coming in, but it's not to say it might not be on the other side of town.
Has anyone heard of an Aryan?
Do we? Have we?
I'm assuming no.
You can roll stuff for me.
Love to.
What would you like me to roll?
Yeah, Jack, think about that.
Yeah, Jack. Jack, you're probably going to be the one to succeed.
Hey,
betting.
I'm also gonna think about it, guys.
I'm going to think about it. I'm not saying I'm not gonna, but I'm just saying I probably won't do well.
For the scales and the horn, you can roll nature.
Oh. Okay.
2.
The dice love to tell a story. I rolled a natural 1.
I also rolled a natural 1.
What
for
the
an A.
hell?
Kian?
23.
Thank God for you.
Jeez,
No,
thinking
Lamb is
really
just
hard.
bamboozled. She's stuck on a different word.
With a 23, I will give you one of the 2. I don't think it's likely Kian has heard of both of these.
Fair.
They are fairly outlandish. Which one would you rather know?
Horn.
You think about it, reading this name over and over. It's not the exact name you've heard, but you think this could be the name of that rabbit creature.
Let's go.
Oh, I wonder if that hair.
Oh, what a missed opportunity that was.
How far away do you think it is?
It was hopping in the direction of the capital, but
Oh, I really don't want to approach that thing, but
It didn't do us any harm. I don't want to take its horn. Probably not likely to want to give it up.
probably not. Hmm. Might have to give it up.
if
I
you're trying to
wonder if
talk to
someone
us,
else
Lamb, you're muted.
might have one.
Well, mayhaps we could, if somebody knows where they nest or something, if there's a den, perhaps they shed them sometimes. I don't know, mayhaps we need
Right.
not kill a creature for one. I'd
Maybe
prefer
we
not
check
to,
around
but you know.
town and things first. What if someone has one?
Mm.
Not sure what kind of. There might be some establishment that has one.
Let's see if we can buy one from the shop, but it shouldn't be hard to find it if we need to. It's just hopping around the glen out there.
So is somebody going to go grab that woman and ask her what the other things are?
I'll see if I can catch up. Excuse me, miss. Pardon me. Lamb goes tipping after.
You have to fully go back into the room where Amar is with her dad to find
Yeah, that
them.
makes sense.
And
Pardon,
she'll with you.
I'm
Yes.
awfully sorry. We're perhaps not as well versed on some of these. Would you mind, if I could take note, where we might find a couple of these other items? And she'll just kind of point out the ones that have been flummoxing us the most, besides the one we were able to figure out.
She will start going through where every single thing on this list is. So,
God bless
like,
her. Thank
points
good.
out that
Perfect.
all of these herbs are available at general stores, like almost any place you want to go. All the
Right.
unnamed stuff, you can just walk in somewhere and get those. The Aryan, have been sightings of them outside of the town recently.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And the Lon Rock, a little more difficult to find. That creature is typically not here, so we heard there is one in the hunting grounds, so you'd have to find a way in there. And then Lollies and Jollies is underground, so you would need to go to Sealock.
Oh, I see. All right. Noted. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Lamb's like just noting all of this down real quick on the list, and much appreciated. Take this back to my friends. Scoot along. Tap. And she will share what she has found.
Well, I
Okay.
needed to go to the hunting grounds anyways. Though that was on my list. But it seems all doable to an extent. I know you all wanted to go by the library. If you want me to just go pick up the general stuff and see if I'm able to swing by Lollies and Jollies.
It might be underground. Might be. Well, I'd assume they'd have.
It's just the
a
lower
cart path
city.
Down. Sure.
If they don't
Lamb's
have
not sure
an
if there's
incline-
stairs. Lamb doesn't know if there's stairs.
I'll-
Is it
I'll
wheelchair
think-
accessible?
Listen, I'll find out. And usually a gold gets somebody to carry you around town. So I think I'm covered.
Well, if you cannot find anybody else, you know you've always got me.
Yeah, it just gives you guys however long it takes me to do a little shopping, to get started on some books. And then we go find a rabbit, and we go find a creature that she did not describe to you, just said where it is.
See if we can find anything at the library about it.
Yeah.
That's probably for the best. I was a little bit
Add that
overwhelmed
to
just
the
trying
list.
to keep up with all of the note taking. I'm sorry.
And maybe find some blaze orange vests for us if we're going to some hunting grounds. Don't want to catch a stray arrow.
But I don't know if we're allowed to be there, so maybe we want to lean more camo. But I can drop you all off at the library, and then I'll have the cart, and I can, in case this heart is like gigantic. I don't know what it is.
Well, be careful. That'll be fine.
Sure. Clover will start screaming and making a fuss if anything happens.
Surely we'll be able to hear her.
Yeah, and she'll get to see where the library is. So,
Mm.
If everyone's done, Madden would taxi everybody to the library
Yay.
and then get out of there because he doesn't want to do that nerd shit.
You all hop in the cart. Jack, you can remember very slowly like which directions very specific things are. I think he's been to this library at least once, the singular time he was in this town,
Mm-hmm.
and can point that direction. You all reach this building and can see hanging from a white cord. There is a wooden side with the word closed across it. And right below it in the window is a handwritten sign saying help needed.
Mm?
Suppose we could use some pocket change, depending on what sort of job they've got.
Sure. Do we go inside to talk to somebody? If it's closed, is there anyone inside?
Jack's
Suppose
just going
we
to
could
try
knock.
Jack's just going to try the door handle.
Well,
So some of you knock while Jack just opens the door. It is not locked. You all can see walking inside this place. There are just piles of books everywhere. There's only about 2 bookcases that actually have books on them. Everything
Mhm.
else is just scattered across the ground, all piled up on tables. It's a bit of a mess.
How did it get like this?
And
Dear.
sitting in front of one of the stacks, moving books, is a fairly short woman with very lacy black top, very flowy sleeves, and very thin glasses. She'll look up at you. Are you here for a job? We are not open at the moment.
Oh.
Depending on what the job is.
She will gesture at the room.
I had
Getting-
a guess.
These put back away.
Madden's already out. Madden looked around, knew immediately what the job was, and then started leaving. He's like, yep.
Do you know, we've a need for some books, and we would have been looking a while anyway, so what's the harm?
Fair enough.
We'd happily help out to be paid in time with the books.
Is that all right?
Kian, I don't think you know how libraries work.
Ian's been paying at libraries this whole time and is like, wait a second.
I'm saying she doesn't have to pay
she's
us for the
saying
job.
For the job of
Nice.
putting the books back on the
Ian's
shelves.
just nice and pleasant.
Yes.
Oh,
Kian's just a good, nice, sweet young lady.
She will. If you all don't want actual pay, then sure, you can just help me put books away and put the ones to the side you come across that you'd like to read.
Oh, no, we're very interested in actual pay if you've got it. As long as you're offering.
I suppose there's a few things that we will need to buy, so we will need some coin.
Jack's just going to start picking up books. Where's your nonfiction section?
She describes the whole layout of this library to you, like which books go where, because there's a lot of nonfiction here. This is a primarily nonfiction library. The fiction section's fairly small.
All right, yeah, just let us know where things go and we'll help you out as best we can.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. It's going to make sure the door gets shut so people aren't just walking in. Can't be open to the public when it's looking like this. It's not a good look.
Of course.
Do you mind me
makes
asking what
sense.
happened?
I came in this morning and it was fully trashed.
Oh no.
Just this morning? Hmm.
Who trashes a library? What is this, Florida?
I have no idea where that is, but could be people from underground. I don't know. Until everything's put away, I won't know if anything's gone. That shouldn't be.
Well, I guess we'll see what we can do.
And you all can start putting away books.
Oh boy.
This is not the best paying job, but she will pay each of you a gold per hour
Wow.
that you are willing to help work and
Hey,
sort
that's pretty good
books.
pay in the grand
It
scheme.
ain't much, but it's honest work.
That's really good pay.
That's really good pay, but not really good pay in the capital.
Yeah.
Mm.
Not great for adventurers, but like
Yeah.
if
You
like
know
a
what?
rando came in, they'd be set.
Library
This
game?
would be great.
Yeah.
We just need to buy shit like diamonds and
Expensive stuff.
Yeah, most people
Mm.
don't got to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are in need
that's
of a diamond, aren't we?
true. I
We
suppose
are.
We are.
And I don't know how
a little
expensive
bit.
this heart's gonna be.
Uh-oh.
So I think Jack has just made himself like a nest in the middle of these books, and he's just picking them up, reading a couple of pages to figure out what it is, and like handing them off. He'll hand them the ones that go on the higher shelves to Lamb because she can reach, and we'll just kind of make this as efficient as possible.
Exactly.
All right.
Lamb is
And
so
he'll-
good at reaching high shelves for people who are shorter than her. That has been her whole life.
And since we're going to be touching just about every book in this place, I think he would just like set aside a pile with things that people had said they had interest in, like the Hawthorns or any of our mystery creatures / objects.
I will take investigation for finding old books that
Woo!
your team is looking for.
Can we give help to Jack for that role?
Yes.
Yay!
Thank you for the help. It is a. Oh, my tornado siren's going off.
I was just like, that's
Uh,
a siren.
Interesting.
Are you okay?
It's a 25, 26.
Nice.
6.
I'm assuming that's not the tornado. That's your role.
Yeah, that's my role.
Okay. Do you need to?
Do
Do
you
you need
need
to
to
see
do
if you need to
something for
shelter in
that?
place or something, bud?
I think I'm good for now. I don't hear anything crashing or anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Just
be
listen.
okay.
Maybe take one ear off and listen out for an
I'm a-
oncoming locomotive.
Yeah,
You know.
I'm a
Just-
Midwesterner. I'll be fine.
Okay. I was born in the Midwest, my dude. I get it. Don't mess with it.
Well, wait, so which topics were we researching? I know we had Hawthorns for Lamb. What
We're
other books are we
also-
collecting?
We're looking for anything on Arid's whale. Whale.
Whale. And also things to do with, I don't know that we'll find anything about Denny's curse or lifting it here, but pie in the sky if it happens across our desk. We're looking through literally all the books in the library.
Okay, Denny's Curse. Is there anything else?
I think also put the Morgan on that list. And I don't think we're worried about Brig right now. So
Did we say the mystery creatures?
yes,
Mystery
the
creatures, yeah,
um,
yeah.
The
The critters.
creatures.
The
The creatures
critters.
in question currently.
Yeah.
The one we don't, especially the one we don't know what it looks like.
Yes.
Both creatures, and then
Mhm. If there's anything
also-
about them horny guys, I don't know.
what does that mean?
Specify.
The
Gonna need you
the
to
creature
specify.
with the horn.
The rabbit?
Yeah.
And are you also researching the realm that the missing townsfolk went to?
Yes. Yes.
But no, that's
Banog.
Banog. Thank you.
Okay, this is a lot of topics.
It
So
is.
I
We're
would-
going through all the books in the library.
You are
And
going
one
through
of
all
these
of the
surely will
books.
come across our desk.
Yes. What is order of importance here? I'm assuming
Mhm.
creatures are
yeah.
pretty high up because you have to deal
Creatures,
with those
because we need that for helping Amara's dad.
Uh-huh.
Urgency.
Following Amara's dad help comes,
Hawthorns?
well, Lamb will
I know that's
appreciate
pressing
that.
to lamb.
It's very
So
pressing
that's
to
probably
Lamb.
second highest for lamb.
Yes. Yes.
And I think Kian stuff is more. I mean, let's put Banog next then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
Kian's little list of Aravid's Well and the Morrigan, because those are more general curiosity and or further research, but not
Mhm.
like currently pressing.
Yeah. Like, we have a year to figure out the well.
True.
Okay. And then I'll
We'd
put,
like to solve it before a year is out, but we have a year.
and also Denny's curse
to know
probably
anything
above.
more.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me
I
roll.
guess.
Let me roll to
Ah,
see which of these, if any, aren't in this library. It's not the biggest library out there. It's, yeah, I would say probably around 5,000 books, you think, taking a look around. Like, it's a mess.
Mm.
But, definitely of that. Mhm. Okie dokie. Good to know, dice. Now, you all start sorting books. How long are you sorting before you start reading?
Let's say probably sorting for an hour to get a nice little collection.
Yeah.
Okay. We
At
earn
least an
3
hour.
gold and then read.
Yes. We can
Mm.
take a break, and then we can sort some more.
All right, you are sorting for an hour. Madden, Denny went with you. He wasn't going to read
Hey.
books. The last time
Hell
that
yeah,
man was
Denny.
stuck in a library with these people, he was threatened.
That's true.
And so he said, actually, no. So where are we heading?
First, we're gonna hit the general stores to get our simple items, and then somebody's gonna have to tell me how to get to Lolly and Jolly's.
General store, you can just give me like a silver. It's really cheap stuff that they really could have just walked across the street and gotten themselves.
Cool. I'll grab
Yeah.
that. Madden's like, this is easy. Shopping easy.
Shopping is easy. And now you are
Alright.
stuck with attempting to figure out how to get underground.
Yeah. I'll ask people.
He's got this.
I'm not against talking to people. I'm pleasant.
Contrary
You-
to popular opinion, he can talk.
Are you going up to commoners, guards? What's the vibe?
I'm not going to talk to guards about it. I'm going to talk to people or like shop. I'm going to talk to the shopkeep first
Okay.
and be like, hey, by the way, I'm new to town and I heard there's some shops below ground that I wanted to check out. Is that true? How do I get there? That kind of thing.
I'll take persuasion.
Here I come. Ooh, from my angle, I couldn't see the one on that and got scared for a second, but it's there. Okay. Persuasion 21.
kind of grimaces when you ask about it.
Mm.
Oh, the easiest entrance is behind Diankex temple. That's where the guards typically take people. It's through the catacombs.
So is it like easy to get in? Am I able to get back out again? Sounds so secretive.
Not secretive, just people don't want to go down there.
Mm, I see. Keep my coin purse close sort of situation.
Right. And there'll be guards near the top, at least. But,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Stay safe. That's not a place people want to spend time.
Right. Thank you for the warning. I appreciate it. I'll try to make my business swift and then be on my way.
You do that.
Mm. I was just like Madden's like gross. That's where my boyfriend's from. How dare you? Where my boyfriend's from.
Listen, you ask almost anyone in this town, that's probably their response.
I think you guys are underground people racist, and I'd like to talk about it.
Are
but
they?
I'm not
Probably.
probably. I'll find out if they're justified, but they're probably just racist. So Madden will take his cart and meander over that way.
You get back to the temple. This is not a place you could take a cart down. You have to go into, where they were burying people and follow the path down below the city.
Okay. I'll find a nice place to put our cart and horse. And hang out with other horse. So we have horse and other horse, and I guess my horse that's really cool is other horse currently. So if a horse is able to join me, I would bring him. If not, I will leave both horses.
You could probably fit a horse down the path, you think?
I'll try. I can talk to him in my brain if he has to go back and hang out with horse, OG horse.
As you are walking over there, give me a perception check.
I'm good at that. He said lying.
You might roll well.
I'd kind of have to. That would be an 11.
Okay. Yeah, you walk through the hedges and get towards the catacombs. It's behind the building.
Mm-hmm.
So, and head on in. There is a guard near the top once you get in. And kind of steps forward. What is your name, my guy? Where'd you go? Maybe he doesn't have one anymore.
Where are you?
This is like the other town now. Everybody gets the same name. No. He has shorter hair. Kind of looks almost like a buzz cut if they had, electric trimmers in Fantasyland. And a bruised eye. Steps in front of you. Do you have business down there?
I'm checking out some wares down below, looking for particular things. I won't stay long.
What's your name? So I can make sure you can get up.
Oh, Mads.
Got it. He will write that down. How long do you expect to be?
I've never been before, so I can't honestly stay, but I would assume maybe a couple hours tops. I don't know how big it is.
All right, 1 second. He's going to turn around and starts going through some stuff and hands you a cloth mask. Make sure you're wearing that just in case.
Sure. Is there something in the air?
Not entirely sure. I try not to go down there too much.
So this is just a guess, just in case.
From what we've been told, it's what most people down there are wearing.
Okay.
So if they think it's necessary, then we definitely want to make sure us up here are staying safe.
Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate that, looking out for me.
All right, we'll send a search party if you're not back in a couple hours.
Understood. I appreciate this intense support.
He will step aside to let you go down.
I think Madden basically moved all of his shit like into the bag of holding. Like he threw a couple flasks at at Jack and was like to tide you over until I return, and then puts like all of his shit into the bag of holding and will. So he just doesn't have to focus on multiple bags.
Mm.
And then he'll make his way down with other horse.
It takes a bit. You pass numerous holes where you can only assume there are bodies that have been buried here over the years, and keep traveling below the city. Eventually, you reach an opening, kind of like almost a cave opening into this very large open space, quite dark. You can see it looks like firelight throughout in lit braziers. It's nothing natural lighting the space.
Mm-hmm.
But you are still at a bit of an elevated space when you reach here. So you can see it's at least the size of the city up above and sprawls across this space. And in the very center, you can see what looks like a very large temple and a city spread out around it.
Well, Madden would start asking people. The most pleasant looking a person, he will approach them and ask them if they know where Lolly and Jollies is.
Every person you see down here is, in fact, wearing a mask of some sort.
Okay.
So, not lying this time.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was real or more racism again. It's like you can't breathe the air down there, and this guy's never been. So good to know.
This guy wasn't lying this time.
Not this time.
Roll to see if they know. Go ahead and roll persuasion for me for talking to stranger on street.
I love talking to stranger on the street. 19.
Step back as soon as you kind of come into their space.
Mm-hmm.
South side.
Oh, I appreciate it. Madden won't bother them anymore. They obviously don't want to chit chat. And we'll head southward.
On your way to the south, you see the very night and day between above ground and here. There are people that have made forts in like alleyways. People are in much worse wear. Their clothing is not pristine. It's everything's a bit more dirty. There's debris everywhere. And instead of guards, like the guards up top were doing their jobs, here they are patrolling. Like you can see they have weapons at their sides. They look ready to step in at a moment's notice. And they do not stop you at all, but These are kind of the vibe you're getting on this walk through the town.
Mm-hmm.
And you head south. Can I
Yep.
ask more people for help?
Yeah, if I get to like what I'm like, is this the south side? And I don't see it, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm looking at next person. Hello.
Okay. Okay. How friendly are you? Okay. Go ahead and roll your persuasion.
I will. That is a flat 10.
Okay. You approach this person. They turn around, quite old. They reach out their bony hands and grab yours. I can take you there exactly.
That would be very helpful.
Come. And she will start walking you through the town and has not let go. Just please.
Yeah, I will I will hold on to this woman. Uh if she is happy to help me, and isn't leading me into an alley to stab me, that is great.
She can be my grandma.
Yeah, I will believe in this moment that she is not going to stab me, and is just helpful.
That serpentines you through a couple of alleyways that you consider it for a second. Is she going to stab you?
Each turn, I'm like, okay.
Maybe.
Is it this alley? No. What about this one? Nope.
For you turn a corner, you can see a kind of a dilapidated building with a sign painted across the top in what is probably neon paint, but it is pretty dim down here. It is written Lolly and Jollies, and she'll let you go.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'd give her a gold piece.
A rich one.
Uh, might be my last gold, but it's yours now.
She'll step back into the alley nearby.
She's like, I'll wait for him to come back out again. If I wait for him, I get an object and all of his money.
And maybe he'll keep
And I can
paying.
stab him.
Yeah. Come here. Now that he trusts me.
Now you won't expect it.
Yeah, and I'd go into Lolly and Jollies.
You step inside Lolly and Jollies and see two people. They're kind of just hanging out. This looks like it's their living room.
Mm.
And they're just sitting in their chairs. You see two tiefling folk. One, a broad-shouldered man with deep crimson skin and black horns that kind of sweep back and up. Golden eyes, short dark hair. And then a girl who shares that same crimson skin and eyes, but her horns kind of curve back a bit more delicately and has dark hair falling down to her shoulders in loose waves and is rolling a sucker between her teeth.
Mm. Hello?
The man immediately jumps up. Welcome to Lolly and Jollies. How can we help you?
Maybe this means more to you than it means to me, but I'm looking for a heart.
He looks towards the girl. You're that. You're that. She did say eventually people would buy them. All right. And he will walk to what it looks like the bedroom. It's a door to another room and opens it up. Come on in.
Of course. And he'll nod to the lady as he walks by and then head in.
And You step in, and there are planters on every available surface in here with these large, uh, multiple colors of mushrooms growing and
Mm.
hanging down with these tendrils beneath them. You see eyes staring at you, hearts beating beneath another, lungs actively inhaling and exhaling. So just a heart today? Do you need anything else? Do you need the
I mean,
heart
if
immediately, or we can walk you up with the plant, and if you need to harvest it later?
yeah, maybe I should keep it on the plant. Do you have legs, or is it just the internal stuff?
We are fully organ based.
Understood. Yeah, I'll take the plant. I think that may be for the best. If I can't use it immediately, it spoils quick.
Well, it is a real heart, so I
Mm.
recommend keeping it on there until the moment you need it. Uh, do you know when you need it? Because we can't take the plants away from here for too long. It's part of the deal. Unless you're paying for the
Um,
whole plant, which would be very expensive.
how expensive is very expensive?
Like at least a few thousand gold, I think.
All right, yeah, we can. You're good. How much is just a heart on its own?
Huh. One. Let me check. How many do we have right now? I'll roll a d10.
Can we get it delivered?
Right, so we've got about 7 right now. I've Lolly, did she ever give us prices for the hearts? You just hear a sigh from the other room. Okay, we were never given prices, so
Mm-hmm.
how much we I think 50 gold is probably good. They take a while to grow.
Right. So could I perhaps like sort of stake my name on one of those hearts and come back for it later?
We can do that. That sounds like a fair deal. We've got 7 right now, so I can hold on to one for a couple of days for what's the name?
It'd be Mads.
One heart for Mads. All right.
Could you possibly hold it for longer than a couple of days?
Well, that if we're gonna start doing longer, I think we're gonna have to put a down payment on the
Oh,
heart.
of course. I'll give you the 50 up front.
Then it can be as many days as you need it. As he will hold out
Perfect.
his hand.
Um, yeah, I'll shake his hand even if that wasn't his intent, and then I'll give him 50 gold.
There you go. Honestly, it
Take
makes
that.
sense. Pay for it up front. It's
And if I have to
yours.
give him another 50 gold later because he's an asshole, okay. Like,
It'll
Yeah,
see.
whatever.
yeah. Matt didn't trust this man. They shook hands.
Mhm.
And I have enough if I needed to do this again. So,
It's
um,
fine.
now here's the thing. Is Madden going to take this out of his funds or the party funds? I'll dwell on that.
I mean,
He's
party
like,
funds would only be fair, but
that's what I think. The party
This is a
got
group
funds.
expense.
it is.
This
That's
is
true.
true.
Now, if he gets swindled and has to pay a second time,
Then he
Then
would
that's
pay.
That
big.
Yeah.
should be
Then
from
it's
Madden's.
his
Yeah,
50
yeah,
gold.
Yeah.
yeah. I agree. That
Yeah.
only seems.
All right. I appreciate it. How did you come across mushrooms that make organs?
You can go and roll persuasion for me again.
Please,
Dirty
sir,
20.
provide me your trade secrets.
Hey, how that?
A dirty 20, you say?
Yeah.
Well, my sister and I, we needed to get out of a bad situation
Mm,
and made a deal that to get us out of there, which teleported us here.
mm,
But we couldn't pay in the normal way, apparently. Um, so instead, we have been given these plants to watch and get the payment from them over time.
This is sounding oddly familiar.
yeah. No judgment from me in the concept of making deals. So, uh, and what are your names? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, depends
Oh,
on
is it
if
on
we're
the
friends or
lolly and
not.
jolly sort of
So
situation?
she is,
or
well, technically, yes. So she was going by Lolly for a while, and I went by Jolly for a while when we were growing up. But I'm
Mm,
Roger. That's Sabrina.
got it.
Oh, thank God, some normal fucking names.
Add as many letters to that as you want, even if I have
Oh,
them spelled
hell
normal.
yeah. Oh,
Perfect.
I'm gonna fuck it up.
They might be
Okay.
spelled normal on my sheet, but that doesn't mean you have to.
Oh, I'm fucking it up. Okay, there we go.
Hmm.
Right, it's nice to meet you. Do you prefer Roger and Sabrina, or is there no
Yeah.
preference, or
Oh, and it's kind of just a whichever one people call us normally.
mm, okay.
It was more a kids thing, the Lolly and Jolly, but then we kind of stuck with it.
Mm. All right. Well, it was nice to meet you, Roger.
Mm. You too, Mads. And I've got your name written down. You're good to go, all paid up.
All right.
Unless she says otherwise. I can't control that if I undercharged.
It's whatever the lady wants. I appreciate it. And Madden will leave and go to the temple.
All right. Give me perception as you
Oh, I'm
do.
gonna be lost here forever. How many the guards are gonna be like, he's dead.
Send in the search party.
Whoop whoop. We have to go find that beautiful, sweet, upstanding gentleman. Perception. Another dirty 20.
All right. One, you could easily find that temple. Doesn't matter where you are. It's
Hell yeah.
quite large. Two, with the dirty 20, that old lady still was watching as you left.
Hey. She's like, I'll get him. I'll get him.
When he doesn't notice me, I'll get him.
Yeah. He's like, all right, shouldn't tip people down here. Understood. Got it.
You start heading to the temple.
Neat.
Upstairs team. You get through an hour of book sorting. You've got a couple shelves filled up. And settle down for your first round of reading.
We're working hard.
You're working hard.
We're working hard in here.
So we will start with the creatures.
Creature.
That was the most important thing on your list. So we'll start with your rabbit creature first, the Aryan. Typically, they are a large white rabbit, larger than normal rabbits typically. They are known for their voracious appetite. They're driven purely by their urge to eat. Stories say that they will devour anything in their path, flesh, bone, blood, leaving nothing behind.
Mm.
And that towns and villages ravaged by them typically simply just disappear, kind of giving them the name as a moving natural disaster. And flip further in the book, you go from the A section to the L section of this monster's manual. And open to a page about the lawn rock, which has a wonderful drawing next to it, which, in simplicity's sake, looks like a dragon. It
Ooh.
is a gargantuan creature of crystalline light and shadow. They often make their homes in old crystal caves deep in the wilds. With your very good investigation check, I will give you a couple of information about them stats wise. You can find in this book that typically they are radiant dealing creatures, uh, which are their most deadly attacks. And then also, they prefer to face their enemies alone, so one on one, and will try to get rid of the others to help make that happen. You also find in there that they seem to have a weakness to thunder damage because of their crystalline structure. It causes a bit more damage to them. And also, they're highly intelligent creatures when they're not little baddies.
Oh boy. This sounds like quite a. Ugh.
Troublesome bit of an errand. Oh dear.
How many scales did we need?
How many did we need? Was it just one? Was it multiple? How many did
The
we
notes
need?
say scales, but
Did it say how? Just maybe a
Well, well,
few?
well. I will roll a
consult the list.
I'll roll a
Consult the
d20.
Oh no.
boy. No?
It says 12.
Hmm. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
This sounds like
Well-
quite the endeavor.
Well, perhaps, what if,
Did we come across any indication? This thing eats meat, yeah.
Assumedly.
Probably, but we don't know its diet.
Well, we're looking at the book about it. Might be
I
in
mean,
there.
yeah.
True.
It-
We could
It is.
delve further.
It does. It eats both. We'll go with both.
Hmm.
It loves food.
Good old omnivore. Okay. Well, that's good information to know going
Well,
into
some-
this.
Voracious eater, maybe we could sedate it. Give it something,
Hmm.
make it go to sleep. Plop, off with the horn.
I like that thought. We need its scales.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought we were
two
talking about
different animals here.
Oh, okay.
The horn,
For-
I think we can get a little more easily.
Yeah, the
hopefully.
horn is the voracious eater. The scales is the dragon. So
Well, good to know. Yeah.
I'm
Trying to
kind of wishing
think.
we bought something else from Danby rather than just horny drugs.
I don't know that I've familiar with any crystal caves.
Oh, while we sort the rest of these books, we could look for an atlas or something.
Yeah.
right.
you also were told that that creature specifically is thought to be in the hunting ground. So if there is a cave it's living in, it's
Oh.
probably in that hunting ground.
I see.
So cave in hunting ground most likely.
Good to know. These hunting grounds are going to be something. We definitely shouldn't go alone. I'll say that. So- Here's hoping Madden finds this heart,
Hopefully
but
so. It's an
seems
odd
like we've got
place
a
to be
pretty
looking
good
for.
idea for the other two things.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
We can discuss it more when we're all together.
I think that's probably wise. Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just an awful lot. Oh
Yeah.
goodness. Ugh. Haven't done this much reading all in a row since. Oh gracious. Since I was cramming for me exams.
This
Well, I
sounds like
say
an
exams.
adventure.
Oh, it wasn't. I was just trying to pass me training with Ardat, and well, Ardat's usually quite good with more hands-on sort of teaching and learning and sort of thing, but there's bits and pieces here and there. You got to know how to write and read Druidic, of course. So there's a lot of studying up on that and making sure you can read it proper and understand the proper connotations in different modes and all that. And it was a headache. I did it, but it was a headache.
Well, I'm sure we can find something if it's another headache.
Hopefully.
I've probably got something for that.
I didn't doubt that. You've got the most absolutely cracker herb collection I've ever seen.
We're working on it.
Mm.
All right. Did we have what else are we looking at?
So many books. You have so many books that you were
books.
wanting
Stack
to read.
of books.
Stack of books. I mean, we probably should be eyeballing around for news of oh, I keep forgetting the name of the place every time we say it.
Banog.
Banog, thank you. I feel like Banog is at least something we should know about generally if we want to figure out where all
Yeah,
these people are.
that could be helpful.
Yeah.
I will give you the ability to read 2 books in this time frame before you start getting a side eye from the library and be like, okay.
Are you actually working or are you actually just lollygagging?
Yeah. So you are able to find a book that has a section about other realms and Banog in particular. So I know you were specifically interested in how to potentially get there. The
Mm-hmm.
easiest answer is a way similar to what Danby did, which would be a spell that can take you there immediately. Some kind of
Right.
plane shift, gate, something along those lines.
Sure.
Uh,
What if you
natural
don't have that at home?
finding
store-bought
somebody
okay?
who could.
Okay, store-bought is okay.
Store bought. If you want to try by chance passing through to the other world, things like fairy trees. So, specifically, hawthorns and ash trees are known to be passageways between the realms. Uh, Underground chambers and caves are sometimes potential spaces that the veil is thinner. Waterways, bogs, fairy rings, crossroads, the in between times like twilight, and specifically the holiday of Samhain are all places and times where it's easier to just accidentally cross that boundary.
That makes sense. Huh. I might want to take a look at something when we're heading out, whenever that is. Because when we were
What's that?
driving up, I remember seeing a good long line of mushrooms. Couldn't
Hmm.
fully see it, but I just now remembered that.
With some fairy rings
Well,
was
with the right kind
a
of
long.
appeal or preparation, mayhaps could work. I don't know. Might be worth a look.
Can't say I know much about how that would work, but might be worth taking a peek at.
Are we trying to fill in the gaps of the stupid while Madden's gone? Is that what we're doing here, this conversation?
Well, we've
No.
got to get across to a whole nother plane, and it used to belong to a fee, so I'm not sure what you think we're going to do in order to get those folk back, Jack.
I thought we're trying to get them back to our side, and we meant to go to their side.
How do you suppose we're going
Fair
to
point,
pull them
but-
all over?
Send them a note, I suppose.
That's daft.
Tell
I
'em.
don't
Step
think you know
through.
that.
Tell them where to be and when.
That seems impractical, especially because we don't
That
know
would be
anything about
preferred, but
the layout and the geography in Banog.
maybe we could focus on getting a line of communication to them, and then, yeah, that's something to think about.
Talking with somebody on the other side might help.
We're talking about how to get over to that side. Who's to say it's any easier to get back over to our side once you're over there? Otherwise, wouldn't some of those
Right.
folk have already been trying to come back?
I don't know.
I'm just saying
Perhaps.
we should drink about it before we
Hmm.
make any rash decisions.
Well,
Fair,
at the
fair.
very
I'm sure
least,
we will.
we're not going to be running off to the furry circle without Madden along with us.
Tangling with bandits is one thing. You're discussing things that are not of our world right now. These are a bit above our pay grade.
I feel like
Well,
we've
Need a lot more of this.
encountered a lot of things not of our world lately, Jack.
Oh, I'm just saying it wouldn't hurt to do a lot more of this boring reading. Endure a few of these earthly headaches before you go piercing the veil to go play around in some phase yard.
I'm not about to go a-playing nowhere. I'm about to find some people and get them back home, Jack. That's all I'm caring about.
I understand. I know where your heart's at. It's just not take this too lightly. Right, lass?
Naturally not. Naturally not. I'm trying to figure out how to bound up some particular fee gates of me own, so I'm well aware. I know.
You were. Yeah.
Later. There's a lot still to be sorted here. Perhaps there'll be something else come up while we're doing so, but...
All I'm saying is the last time that any of us just touched one of their trees, ended up with a burn, and the rest of us got nightmares about it.
I know! That's why I want to find out about it here.
Yeah, because I'll do it again.
We could go
God,
touch
damn it,
another
no,
one,
you
guys.
You guys want me
right
to go-
now.
I'm sure
Touch
there'll be
something?
ample opportunity to.
I will. For the team and my own entertainment, I'll do it.
God damn it.
Just let me know.
No. Stop it!
Let Bridget say hi again, guys.
Yeah, listen, I feel like it's almost better to have a curse from Bridget than not, because I think she's mad about it. I'd rather her just be cursed by her and just kind of deal with that. And now she's like, those fuckers.
They didn't want my
Those
gift.
Fuckers. Getting rid of my curse?
How dare.
Yeah, we're probably
So if she
not
wants
on
to give
her
it back-
good list, so.
Yeah, yep. I'll take it back if it would make her happy. Let me go to Banog.
On top of being down a leg? Come on.
She can have the other one. It's fine.
I
I'm getting
guess you
two
are
legs.
going to be getting two.
They just got to switch out one of the feet, and I think we're good.
There you are.
We're ready to move.
Can't be too different.
Right?
That or else Madeline will have two left feet.
Are you all going back to helping?
Yeah.
We might
feel
want to
like
help a
it's been-
little more.
A
I
good little read.
Right. You all start. You put those 2 books into the pile to also be put away, and start helping her sort again. That's 8:30, guys. I think this is a good time to take a break. Let's take a break. Everybody go get a snack and a drink, and we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Thank you, Ted.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We just finished our 10-minute break. Our team is currently a little split. Three of them are at a library learning book stuff, and one is in an undercity dealing with the Oregon black market and traveling about, not getting stabbed in the alley by old ladies. But we are going to go back to Team Library. You just learned about ways you could potentially get to this other realm, Banog, and about the two creatures that you are tasked to get belongings of, pieces of, whatever you want to call it, scales and horn from. But you all continue putting books away for about another hour ish to appease this librarian and are able to set aside other books in this process that have some potential leads for your other topics of interest. We're going to start with the Hawthorns. So, Lamb, you're searching for particularly more leads on how to deal with the problem back home.
Yes. Yeah, specifically ways to bind the hawthorns in such a way as to make them not useful to the Fae as an entry point, without damaging the hawthorns in the process. Ardat seemed to think that there was a ritual of some kind that had been performed quite a long time ago, but it would have probably been around the time of the war when our side of the Veil was looking for ways to cut off access by the other.
Yes.
That seems common knowledge enough that it doesn't seem a stretch for Lamb to be able to figure out.
No, that is when you start reading about them in this book, it is still very much that common knowledge about hawthorns, like the dangers of them, that this is what had to be done in the war to get the tides to turn. And unfortunately, you do not find any specific rituals, but you do find, for the first time, a last name is mentioned of the family that created this ritual.
Oh.
And that name is Penkenix.
Penkenix.
Yep.
Well, that's a lead if ever I heard of one. I didn't know these Penkenix folk, but they seem to know binding pretty well. Or some sort of ritual. That could be useful.
Wonder if there's any sort of genealogy or anything about the family, some sort of where they can be found, when they lived, when they did this magic. We'll keep an eye out when we go through the rest of these books.
Right.
That's a good idea.
That seems only reasonable. I mean, if they were making big waves with a ritual that could perhaps refuse defeat entrance into few places they've got sway, then surely the folk who made those rituals would surely have been popular, I'd think, around that time. Surely folks would have written of them. Bound to be a few stories. Let's have a look.
Also, in this stack, we're looking for information about Arab as well, / the waterfall. What exactly are we looking for here, Kian?
I think for the waterfall, any sort of general history she could find. Because I think what she currently knows is that it's kind of been left. It's been used by the Boundless. Who knows who else knows about it? Aravid said what? So that's a little concerning, but that's for further communing. So I think, yeah, whatever history she could dig up on it that might lead to an answer of like why it's kind of been left to I guess, kind of abandoned by Aravid. If it was ever, supposedly it was watched over by her or something. So, what's going on there?
I mean, aren't kind of like all waterways
Mm.
sort of supposed to be her purview? Is that not the way?
No. She is mainly herb based. Healing herbs is her main thing. But you try to, when you start looking for this, Kian, you start by looking for specifically the terminology of Aravid's waterfall, and you're finding nothing. Like this in this library is made as if that does not exist.
Right.
What you do find is eventually you open a book that is about Dean Kecht instead, and that same information about the fall is listed there, but saying that it belongs to him. That this is something that he was in charge of and he created.
I see.
Because it was something that he was in charge of making during the war to help bring back their fallen, to keep numbers bolstered on the mortal side.
That makes a lot more sense to her. All right.
Yeah. But you notice while you're reading this, there's no mention of where it's located. It just mentions the waterfall in general.
Huh.
So it comes across as if the location of this isn't supposed to be known. That is what you're able to find.
Cool. I think that is helpful to her.
And I'm going to give you other information during this as well. You guys have looked at a lot of books and able to read a lot of covers. And also your investigation score was crazy.
Wow.
And the dice decided that, this library actually has books or something.
Yeah. Useful books here.
Weird. Useful books that people want to read?
And not throw on the ground?
And not throw on the ground. Not this time.
I mean, what it sounds like to me is somebody wanted to take one book and not have to return it, and just threw all the books on the floor so that the librarian wouldn't miss
so
the
much
one.
work.
It is a lot of work, and yet
we're doing it.
Okay.
I feel like it's less work to throw them on the floor than it is to put them back where they belong.
True.
Unless you're very quickly, just as you're reading and you don't see the title, you want just going with your arm across the shelf, throwing them all at once.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
You never know.
You never know.
From there, I'm going to go to the information about the Morrigan. So I gave you guys a lot of this previously, but it's been a while, so I'm going to refresh you on what you learned from Varys first, because a lot of what you are going to find is going to be that same information. This is an above ground city. This is it. The Morrigan is an otherworld fae. She is across the continent, the multiple countries seen as a negative influence. But some general information you can find about her is she is known to be a triple goddess, so she has 3 different names. She is known as the Morrigan, Nevin, and Bive. The Morrigan being related to her queen aspect. Nevin is the warrior, and Bive is the harbinger of death. So she has those 3 different entities within her. She is known to have multiple children, at least some of them with the Dagda, Lamb's god. So those children are Adair, who is related to the Dagda, Bove Durg, who is related to him, Kinwall, and Meki. Meki is the one who you are going to find the most information about in this city because of there's a lot of information here about Dean Kecht. And one of his big stories is about how he slew this child. Uh, he was born with world ending serpents in his heart. And Dean Kecht, when he found out, uh, foresaw the danger and decided that this child needed to be destroyed. When it was done, he opened the boy's heart and knew that there was no time to deal with this, and it burned them all to ashes, throwing them into the nearest river. And supposedly, these creatures were so venomous that the river boiled up and slew every living creature in it, and is known as the River Barrow or the Boiling. Other information about the Morrigan in general. There's so much about our girl. Here we go. She is known as the Queen of Nightmares, the Phantom Queen. She is known as a war goddess who presides over battlefields and bloodshed and can turn people against their own kind, turn warriors against themselves in a fit of rage.
Don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this was sort of reflected in some of the folklore that had filtered through.
Mm-hmm.
And you could probably find more information about her, like if you look up the specific entities within her. But also, it doesn't seem like the people here like her.
Right. We're getting a heavy opinionated reviews
Very
here.
much she is, kind of a symbol of bad things. We do not want this around us.
Hmm.
Well, that sort of does hold out some of, the stories and whatnot. But, I mean, I suppose if it's coming from above ground, if it's from this side to Vale,
Hmm.
I don't know. The bit above what I'm really able to puzzle out, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Maybe we're just looking in the wrong place then.
Mayhaps.
What?
Well, surely we'll come across some sort of library somewhere that has other leanings, perhaps.
Perhaps. Yeah.
It's a wide, wide world. Never thought I'd make friends with somebody like Varys, so,
And then some of this knowledge is not the sort of thing you want kept in your library, so there might be other places we may need to look.
True.
Not exactly something you'd like sort of just out onto shelves for the Dibbins to find.
No, and it's not good luck to say their names aloud. It's probably even worse to write them down.
Probably. But
Maybe Varys could share more
mayhaps.
if we find him.
Mayhaps. If there's anything else that you'd like to share with us.
Don't you let Madden hear you say if.
When.
Exactly. Exactly. We will. He's this side the veil, right? Your message went through to him right easy.
Yes.
So, surely then he's at least not elsewhere.
Just might be a bit of a trick.
Right. He's in another part of the country, perhaps. Might be across an ocean. Maybe, if we're unlucky. But, at least he's not across a blinking veil.
We've got a pretty good idea where he is, right?
Yeah, we know
we-
he's
we
in the
know he-
bog.
Yeah.
You think he's in
He
the
is
bog?
in the bog.
We know he's in the bog.
He is in the bog. He is in the
It's
bog.
not
I
a
had quite
good
forgotten.
place, but
Maybe one of the worst options on the continent, but you know.
But hey,
But-
just pointing out, you guys just learned that bogs are good places to cross the veil. So
That's
people
we'll
are
go
true.
meet him at the
going,
bog.
There you
We'll
go.
meet him in the bog, and then we'll ask him if he knows how to get to Banog from the bog.
Banog Bog.
I'll point
The
out that
bog.
also Madden has extra information related to people that have been there before in the form of a newspaper that has been unread by the
I
Yes.
can't read.
You gotta read that newspaper.
Did he mention it? He mentioned
I
it
showed
to
you
us,
all
right?
the newspaper.
You put it in your
Okay.
face.
And everyone said
But-
cool Madden, and he went, okay.
But anyways,
Suppose we'll have to discuss that further later
Probably.
because I don't know what I can do with that at this moment.
and the last thing on the list that I've already rolled for, if they had a book on this or not, related to Denny's current afflictions. You find a book. You kind of start looking for curses and fey curses in general, and come across a section that covers things that seem like they're fey curses, but they're not exactly in that same category. Specifically, you start looking at the detailings in this section and find a similar pattern to what you'd seen on his skin, and find that this is a punishment for the Fae called the Restrad.
I was scared it was going to be
Restrad?
tuberculosis.
It's tuberculosis. He's gonna start falling
It's
over
TB.
anything. He's gonna be gone.
Oh, he'll have the wasting disease. Oh, he'll be so pretty as he dies. Oh, no.
This punishment is specifically reserved for those who have committed treason. They become a prisoner of their own flesh as these magical whirls and patterns appear on the creature's skin. It will release their personality, trapping them inside of these tattoos. This punishment dooms the creature to serve unquestioningly until freed by its master. During this time, the Fae is fully conscious. They are just trapped.
Anything in there about how to break it?
No, just what it is.
That's dreadful.
Well, that's a spot of bad luck.
Oh dear. Oh, well, probably it just won't be in a library, same as the other thing. It's probably not
It's
something
true.
that
Some
most folk would just
things
have
you
out and about,
Learn
right?
elsewhere.
Right. I didn't think that it's anything that we should just kick up and give up on. If we're going to be needing to dig a little deeper for a few other books somewhere else, we may as well.
Yeah. Keep an ear out.
And I know he doesn't eat or drink, but I wonder if we got him drunk. If it was a little less his personality, would it have a little less control over him, do you think?
I don't know that he can get drunk, but
Or
suppose we haven't tried.
smoke some sort of herb or something. Again, just do something to change his consciousness so his consciousness isn't so easy for the others to get their talons in.
Hmm. Well, maybe.
Sounds like the Talon's already in.
I'm not saying it's going to cure him, but it might slow it down a bit.
Suppose it could be worth trying.
Maybe at least ease his pain a bit while it's afflicting him.
If possible. Although, I don't know. A lot of the tales do say that mortal food don't really do anything inside of he. It's not. They can put it in, but it doesn't nourish him, you know. So, I don't know. It might work, it might not. I didn't think it's a bad thing to try, but
Just looking for ideas.
I.
I'm afraid he can't help us without making it worse for himself. If we knew which one of them was the others was afflicting him, then we'd have a better idea to start. But I think just betraying that knowledge to us would probably
Do a
it'd probably set them off worse than they already are.
I didn't feel right about that, so any sort of fact finding we want to do on that, I think it's best we not involve Denny for his safety.
Well, there were 3 of them. One of them got Varys. We got one of them. And then there's Denny. If we find the one that got Varys, maybe that one could be made to give up the information we're looking for.
Mayhaps, for a deal.
What do you think the odds are that it's still watching him? We find him, we find it.
Hard to see. Maybe. I mean, I think I heard Madden was waiting for him to pay attention for a while, and all of a sudden they started paying attention in the middle of a battle, so I don't know. We might be waiting a while, if we're waiting on that specifically.
While we're sorting books, can we find any information on the Watchers at all? Just generally as a concept?
Folklore, creaturariums, bestiaries.
What information are you looking for about them?
Who they serve and how, what in what capacity they're utilized. Is it just they're just sent out on a mission, or just anything? We didn't know they existed until we started getting followed by a trio of them.
Yeah.
A lot of that I have already given you, so I will just give you that again. Watchers in general, they do not have a specific fae that they follow. Like, it's not like one specific person is creating all of them. It's a construct that they in general can create. It started with the war as what you can assume would be for spying, but anyone could create one. They are typically used in that capacity to watch, but clearly, as you've seen, they have the abilities to carry things. They can transmit messages with their master.
Well, maybe if we put our heads together and he'll allow it, we can all take a good look at Denny and see what throw in a bit of magic at him, see if we can identify anything that might be helpful. Wouldn't be his helping us directly, just more of a
Us
passive.
being nosy sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think they were punishing him about before, and I can imagine they'd be punishing us again if we're just looking, not asking him nothing.
I'll be honest, he creeps me out, but don't even want to see him waste away to nothing, being a prisoner in his own form and whatnot.
Same. I didn't care to be just watched. But
I think my
It's
main
what he
concern
is.
is I don't know if we have the ability to ever free him of that. He's a construct and they're going to continue to use him as such, so I don't know if there's much we can do.
Unless we found some sort of way to break the bond they had or him. I don't know. They've bound him. They had to in order to make him. Perhaps you bind him to something
It
else.
sounds like
perhaps.
meddling and
I
very.
don't know. You're not wrong, and it's not like I know much about the business, but I hate to see him this way.
No, and he's not a golem. He's obviously got some sort of personality and some degree of free will. There's something in there.
He's afraid.
He's made choices.
For our sake, no less. I'd feel a right deal if we just left him in the dust.
True. Does seem like he has. Yeah, I guess maybe a little more thinking on that could help. I don't know.
We'll see.
As we're
Perhaps-
sitting crisscross applesauce in these books,
Yeah.
Jack's just gonna slide his mug of whiskey across to to the other two if any of them want a drink to take their mind off of all these depressing topics.
Lamb will probably have a sip. A fortifying one. This is a lot.
One fortifying sip.
You know, like how they do in the old Victorian melodramas where you have the little snifter sip and you're like, ha,
Mhm.
yes, very good. You're the master of your will again.
You all start drinking in the middle of these books.
And then continue to sort them.
And continue to sort. I'm going to take a guess you all are going to sort until Madden shows back up.
Probably. I can't think of any other topics we were fiending to research.
Yeah, I think we would go for a good while. Unless it's like
Maybe
evening
like
and
if,
we're like, where is he? Then
yeah, that
Ian
would be a
have
point
reached
where
out
we'd be
before
concerned.
then.
It has
Yes.
not been that long. We are
Okay.
it's only been 2 hours.
All right.
Okay.
As
All right, fine.
you've earned your whole 6 gold collectively.
Wow.
Yay!
So,
So
And we
nice
two-
can
of
give it to
her.
Matt
Yeah.
Bank.
Bank demands.
Mm. You
I
all-
think the only other thing I could think of that we might want is maybe some information about how to navigate the bog. Just like
We
travel
wanted to
advice.
look for any sort of like almanac map, some sort of navigational tool,
Road atlas.
information.
Yeah, or
atlas,
like,
that's the word.
Yeah. Or like a travelogue even, where the guy was like, I went through here and I'm gonna tell you about all the parts that suck the most so that you can avoid them.
We love him for that.
Okay, I'll see if anybody has published their diary about their time in the bog for you guys.
Bless
Bog
you.
diary.
Bog diary.
Let me roll. Let me see if bog diary exists.
Does bog diary be canon?
With a 3, I don't think bog
Damn.
diary is in this library specifically.
Guess it's gonna be
Ah.
us, guys.
It's gonna
Unless
be in
that
another
was-
castle.
That might be the book that's missing, though. You don't know. Because
I
maybe
wonder.
somebody really needs to go to the
Could
bog.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
We won't know until we find the book thief.
It's true.
Alleged.
There's still a lot of books on this ground. You don't
That's
know for
true.
sure what's missing.
Nope, not yet.
No.
We're still sorting.
They're still sorting. Meanwhile, while these people are sorting, Madden walks to a temple.
And just because now I have remembered that Denny is with me, I'll just casually say to him, if you see anybody following us, or, you know, approaching us in a dangerous sort of way, just like, let me know. You're always looking with your eyes. Let me know if that old woman is coming at me quick.
If anybody's gonna stab me in the kidney, I feel
Mm,
like it's only self-preservation if you also let me know.
listen, Denny made a deal with you guys forever ago that he would let you know when there was danger.
Yeah.
And he has in the past rang his bell.
That's true. That's true.
So
He's reliable
he
that way.
nods.
Good man.
Thanks. To the temple.
We going on the cart. Hadoobity-doo.
The cart's upstairs.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
There's
right.
no cart
I got my
here.
horse though. That's
Oh,
You
that's
got a
right.
horse.
I do have horse.
We have horse.
I'm going at a slow pace so Denny doesn't have to like fucking
book it to keep up. That's
You
nice.
see Denny running through the streets. It's fine.
He's scaling. He's on top of the roofs.
Yeah,
like,
he's
I
pulling a
bet.
Fen. He's spider climbing.
He's used to it. He's used to
Yeah.
having to run and follow people.
That's true.
He'd probably do great at it.
Yeah. I still go at a mid pace.
Okay. It is very easy to find this temple. It is basically inescapable while you're down here. You can see it from. Oh, you were at a pretty far point when you were at Lolly and Jolly's and could still easily see it in the center and make your way through the city towards it. As you get closer, you notice it's basically a ring of space where there are people just refusing to go any closer to it. And I assume you go forward, even though nobody's around it.
Yeah, and it's like I think Madden takes that into account, but keeps going. He's like, all right, well, I'm not a pussy.
They told me that about a tree, and it barely fucked me up at all.
Yeah, and I was actually fine the whole time. Everybody else took it harder than I did. So I'll let you know if I see any trees down here.
Weird how there's just a whole orchard of hawthorns immediately.
I'm like, oh, Madden just like does that thing like high fives across like a line of people, but just it's all Hawthorns. Just like, let's go. Good game, good game. And
Ouch, ouch, thorny, thorny.
I'm on fire. Ah. You know, normal stuff.
Back
He
to
does
as
still
usual.
manage to get all the way down the line, though, head on fire.
You move forward into this space and get to the front of this building. Very large stone structure with stairs leading up to it. There are some unlit braziers at the bottom of these stairs. And you see an open doorway at the top.
I will get off of other horse and I will hobble my way up the steps.
Listen, Denny, why you do this to yourself? Denny kind of like has an arm up behind you the whole way.
Like hey man,
like, don't fall,
easy.
don't,
Easy.
don't.
Thanks, Denny.
As long as he doesn't fall, it's not actually helping.
Yeah.
How's Clover doing?
Clover is nestled
vibing?
into this man's hair.
Nice. Clover's always kind of chilling. Now that I told her she can't freak out when she sees awful fucking people, she's like, well, guess I'll vibe.
I
took
guess
away
I'll
her,
learn
her
some
whole
nuance.
thing. Her whole deal. And she's like, okay.
She was told she wasn't allowed to point out criminals anymore. So
I said I wanted nuance. If they seem like, you know, evil people, maybe we could squawk about it. But like, you know, a pickpocket, I don't care.
you're gonna have to sit her down and talk to her more about this nuance
Yeah,
thing.
I'm gonna have to draw like pictures and be like, okay, so
Yeah,
this
like
crime
which specific crimes do you
acceptable,
want?
this crime not acceptable. So I'll have a little class with her later.
Hold on, you said you don't
See?
care about pickpockets. You have all of our alcohol. I need you to
Oh, no.
reassess that that opinion.
Oh no, all of our alcohol was pinched.
Oh no, Jack!
Oh, sorry, Jack. Madden just like threw it all in a river and he's like, oh no. It was crazy. It was all pickpocketed.
Oh no.
Jack drops to 0 hit points and dies.
Heartbroken.
He
Man
probably
just
think about it, but
explodes.
it's his boyfriend's collection. It's like like getting spoons when you go to like different like landmarks. Like this is this guy's spoon collection. So
That's what he does instead of tourist trap stuff. He's like, all
Yeah.
right,
let me get a
let's get-
flask
let me get one flask. And I'm
from
dead.
a man I murdered today. You know.
Fun!
Hey, it's better than coming across, people with just strands of teeth.
Yeah,
Mm.
strings of teeth? Yeah, that would be
Yeah, better than a
much
nice
more
ear
upsetting.
necklace or like a
Yeah.
skin mask.
Yeah.
This is much more
Relatively well adjusted.
acceptable.
I bet he tried one of the other things first and then was
When
just
you
like,
put
it
it that
actually
way,
smells
yeah.
bad.
You know, I tried doing this whole like hang
Necklace
fingers
stinky.
of the criminals off of my belt, but they just stink so bad.
Hey man,
And I
are you
just
wearing
didn't-
nipples as earrings?
It's like, what do you do once you have 1,000 fingers, right? Like, what are you doing with all those? What do you make? Like a little dress? Oh, you make a little
Finger
dress.
dress. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
make a little dress.
Finger
Answer my own
crown.
question.
Well, see,
Mm,
finger
finger
crown.
veil.
I saw a very spooky finger crown once, like a couple days ago. It's actually pretty
Wow.
great.
Hmm.
You know, all right. I think we all make little finger crowns next time we
Yeah.
kill a bunch of people. Could be a good
But
bonding
anyway.
experience.
Yeah, sure. Lamb will be fun.
We'll figure it out.
Be really good at giving directions. You just nod in
Ugh,
the
I
direction
just-
someone needs to go.
Oh, if I poke the hawthorn with my finger bone crown, did I
Okay.
poke the hawthorn or did that dead guy poke the hawthorn?
I think that she'd get pissed off at you because the other guy's already dead.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got to take
Yeah.
fingers from living people and frame
Yes.
them for hawthorn
Yes,
poking.
Exactly. So you have to
I got
set
it
up the
now.
crown so that the fingers like don't decay or anything.
Yeah, I gotta have
So-
skin on them still,
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
Bridget's like,
Kian's like, you want
"Ah,
me to
shit.
what?
I just need the skin to stay on the finger, and then I can touch as many hawthorns as I want. But aren't you bothering me?
Don't worry
You're
about
a
whose finger it
madman.
is, Kian.
And
Can
then
we-
that guy's in trouble.
Can we find a book on brining and pickling? It seems like it'd be useful.
Pickle fingers.
Yeah, I got a natural 20 for that. So yep, that's what you guys are
we're
reading
making
now.
pickles.
Oh, God.
Kian will never pull out his jar of pickle juice. She's like, you guys cannot know this exists.
Y'all
Nope.
can't know about my pickles.
No, this is my girly pickle juice time, and
this
y'all
is
don't
my
get
girl
none.
dinner, not
Pretty
yours.
pickles.
Yes.
Just full of fingers. Pretty pickles.
So glittery.
I'm really achy after that fight. Kian's like, well, you're on your own. You're fucking own. You can't have any pickle juice.
Yeah, it's mine. I need this for my sodium.
So there's unlit braziers.
No, there's
and
some
I'm going up
unlit
the
braziers
stairs.
at the bottom of the stairs. Everybody else is reading about pickles. Madden's walking up some stairs, and Duddy is
Hell yeah.
not actively helping, but he will
No.
if he has to.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate that, Denny.
Yeah. You get up the stairs. I'm not gonna make you roll to see if you fall, but I guess you can if you want to.
Kind of wish I hadn't. If it's athletics, it's an 11.
I mean, that's you make it.
Yeah, to get
Not
upstairs.
well.
You stumble a little.
No, it takes a hot minute. He's like, give me a second.
I see.
It's
that.
embarrassing, but
Yeah.
there's no one around, so it's fine.
Only Denny's watching, and maybe a bunch of Fae. They're
I
like,
mean,
guys,
you know
look at
what?
this shit.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah,
him.
exactly. You're giving them the show that they
Look at
wanted.
him. Look at him, he can't go upstairs. And
Yeah,
they're all
look at that
kikiing about it.
mortal. Look at him being all
Yeah.
going upstairs and he has
Gave
to
us his
meh,
stupid
meh.
leg. And they like threw it in a dumpster afterwards, and they're like, that was fun. That was
Jeez.
fun.
You make it up.
Yeah.
You succeed. It just takes
And he
a
maybe
little
had to
longer
touch
than
the
you want.
back ever so slightly at one point, but
He was really ready at one point. He was like, "Oh, that was too close. That was too close."
Oh.
No, you make it up the stairs safely and enter into this first area, and you start remembering the story Varys told you about how they keep it incredibly dark in here.
yeah.
And step into darkness. Like the only light coming in is from outside into this hall, and then it is just pitch black.
It almost Madden's not very knowledgeable on religion and things of the sort. So he does not know if it is rude to like make light happen. So I think he's gonna just try to slowly, blindly walk for like a second. Like he's just like, okay. He's like, there's braziers outside, but are there braziers inside? And if they're inside, then it's probably okay to turn lights on. But if they're not inside, it's probably not. And he's like, I don't know. So we're just gonna walk forward in the dark, real slow.
All right, give me a luck roll, please.
Into the pit you go.
Into the pit.
There is
Not today.
canonically a pit there.
Yeah, Varys informed me of the many holes in the floor. That's why I'm going slow. And I rolled a 17.
Okay. You are able to catch when you're like, there is a hole there. I should not step forward, and are able to very slowly make your way into this space.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you hit a wall with a 17. There are torches on this wall. They're just not lit.
And then I'll light them.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, if it's legal.
It's
Madden
legal
will
in
light
this
it.
room. This first area, pretty empty. It's mostly just torn up stone. Some of the holes do have planks over them, but not all of them are fully covered. And you can see there are a few hallways branching off from this first open area.
Madden will keep a torch and progress further into the temple.
Going down, I would assume the closest one to where he ended. He makes it into the next space, which has these three very large statues lined up around a curved wall. One with that is slightly broken. One that looks like a crone, which is fully intact. One that is more in the shape of a warrior. She has a spear in hand and antlers on top. And one that is more, nice way to put it, is motherly. Like, more pleasant look on the face. Isn't holding a weapon. The one with the spear is the one that is slightly broken up top.
Okay. Does this seem like this is an important chamber, or does this seem like decoration?
That seems important.
Okay.
I'd say with Madden's memory, he would know that this was where Varys made his oath.
Yeah. I also don't think Madden's ever seen something religiously this profound, like these large statues in this place. And I think he will snuff his torch, and I think he will kneel down and pray in the dark.
Is there anything he says, or are we just general praying?
I just wanted to thank you. And I'm sure I'll do it again at some point. If there's anything else you need. I think he's struggling a bit with what to say. Once again, he does not pray often. He is not usually in contact with Fae. It just sort of all happened at once that the Fae are like, "What's up, dude?" But I think the words "I'm sorry" get like stuck in his throat. Like he can't verbalize it. So I think he just stays there for a while.
Almost immediately when you start talking, that same presence shows up from the alleyway and holds Madden again.
Sorry, I'm sorry about the old woman.
No, not the old lady. No,
I got
no.
you. You took a
Not
wrong
that
turn,
alley.
motherfucker.
The bandit town alley.
That makes. I was just like, she got me. I'm gonna get stabbed in the dark.
In the kidney, no less.
Ah, damn, she got me.
Nah, I rolled old lady. You got a little lost.
She's like, fuck.
She'll try again
Damn.
later.
I was sure I could have shaken him down for another 3 gold at least.
Alas, she's looking for a new one.
Yeah. I think Madden just sort of like slumps into that embrace.
She stays as long as he stays in this space.
I don't want the guards to come looking for me. I don't want the guards marching around town.
They said they sent a search party.
I don't want them to send a search party. That's crazy. But he might stay something akin to like 30-ish minutes. I don't think he has a good concept of how long, but I think he stays for as long as he thinks he can before he gets up and will, I guess, go back to the library.
She'll give one last brush of his hair as he gets up and heads out. And you can make it back out pretty easy. It's kind of not that hard to see the one like upraised spot that would be the way out.
That way.
That way. Let's see. Let's check on old lady.
She comes full speed.
Not this time.
She's real lost. Well, now I feel bad.
You got this old woman lost in the dark. How could you?
Oh no.
You travel up this path again. A little harder on the way up. Well, that's steeper. Having to travel up this path.
Yeah, kind of a bit out of breath. He's like, I got this. It's fine. Focus.
And you are able to reach the top of these catacombs where that same guard is still there, checking a pocket watch at this point.
It's like, I'll give it 15 more minutes.
And you see him visibly relax as you hobble out. Glad to see you're out of there.
Yeah, no worries. Nothing happened. Just did a little shopping and I'm on my way out.
You stay safe. Uh, glad you wore that mask.
Gosh, seems everybody's wearing it down there, so good call.
Told you.
Smart. Well, perhaps I'll see you around.
Perhaps.
Turn, go. I'm like, that is the end of that convo with you, sir.
We're not best friends. What?
He's like, oh, hey, I thought. Oh,
I was gonna ask if you wanted to get some
Did you
coffee.
want to go to the tavern? When?
yeah. If I see him at the tavern, I'll party, but I'm not gonna go just to meet him, you know?
Matt, and you step out of the catacombs into the still very bright sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
And notice on your way out, what you didn't see on the way in is pretty much nestled in these hedges right alongside the temple is a small shrine. It kind of looks like the well from back home with an eye on it and 3 teardrops below it. You can see as you're walking, there's some flowers on, fresh flowers, looks like some vials, and a couple stacks of coin, probably gold and platinum, from what you can see from here.
I think Madden stops for a moment and looks at the little shrine to Ervid, and then keeps walking.
You go get your cart and horse that is not your horse, but his team horse.
I go get OG horse and I now and other horse, and I take everything back to the library.
And you all can reconvene at library.
Are we having fun in here, or?
Oh, Madden, thank goodness you're here. We could use some help stacking these books.
Oh, you know what I'm really good at right now?
I was hoping we were done stacking.
Well, honestly, if you could just sort of assist us with kind of keeping them in sort of organized piles. We kind of have a few over here that we've sort of looked at a little bit, but most of these I think we've got.
Sure, I will help however you think I can. I found the heart, so...
Oh, you did? Have you got it?
No, so it's a literal heart growing out of the little tendrils of a mushroom and some eyeballs and some lungs and other things. And if I remove the heart from the mushrooms, it doesn't last a long time. So they sort of have it on hold for me.
That's nice of them.
First things first, that's fucking gross.
How strange.
It was. It was bad to look at.
It was on the list.
How much time does it last if you remove it from the freaky mushroom?
I'm not sure. They say you can buy the whole plant, but that was out of our budget. So the heart itself, not out of our budget.
What about that sort of magic that the lady was doing at the temple? That was she used to help preserve the man's body.
I mean, we could do that, but they said they'd hold it for me, and they had like 7 of them. So
oh wow,
they had a bunch of hearts.
Okay.
No, it was fucked up. It was some fucked up looking shit.
I can imagine.
Huh.
Gracious.
Yeah, I never heard of that before.
Yeah, I'm not a very knowledgeable of mushrooms, so. But yeah, just a bunch of organs growing out of them.
I didn't think I've heard of many mushrooms that can do that.
At least I'm pretty sure Lamb wouldn't have, being from this little podunk village.
Jack pulls a book off the fungus stack.
Yeah.
It starts rifling through
just starts thumbing through, like, you know.
It's not in there. That's not in there.
Ah, okay.
There's got to be some sort of magic involved.
Yeah, it seems there may have been some sort of deal with someone involved in regards to the owning of these mushroom plants. but they owe them money. So I don't really know what sort of dealing with who, but it sounds like it's money that they're giving them. So
All right.
I don't know.
Interesting.
And I
Oh, so
suppose
as long as it's just ordinary crime, then I guess it's fine then.
Yeah, I mean, it depends where we want to put our boundaries up.
I suppose.
It's getting harder to know where.
I thought we
don't
were
know.
dealing with a necromancy thing, but it just seems like illegal organ trade. We're all good.
Yeah, listen, I'll bring you there when we need it, and you are all welcome to ask them as many questions as you want. The thing is, they sort of like act cagey, and then you ask a question, and then they answer it. So I think you could probably figure out some stuff
good.
if you were curious.
Hmm.
And also giving them money helps.
Hmm.
It doesn't help with everyone down there. Don't throw money around willy-nilly. This old woman followed me through half of the city because I tipped her. So just, maybe hold off.
Okay.
Or tip with copper, perhaps.
Hmm,
All right. So noted.
good to know.
Heh. Fair.
Hmm.
Strange.
And you all? And then does Madden get the barrage of
yeah,
library
Madden gets
information?
the info dump. He gets caught up
Barrage.
on all the tea. Everything.
Dragon.
Mhm.
Rabbit.
Mhm.
All right.
I suppose that's all that's really left to get.
Sounds like
Well,
quite a bit.
the rabbit's nearby, so that seems the
Hopefully.
easiest to get.
We could perhaps look around some of, like, there was that skeleton what had been entirely decimated. Perhaps maybe there's tracks leading off of that we
Could
might
be.
be
Sure.
able to follow.
Or we could take a look around. Maybe there's some nearby. We'll figure something
Mm.
out. We know we've seen one at minimum, and that it is
Right.
somewhere, maybe around here. So that is
Right.
probably the best place to start. Is with the bunny.
Hmm.
I feel like it'll be hard to miss. It's called a moving natural disaster in the books.
It is unsettling.
Apparently they're voracious. Eat just
Did you
No,
about
notice any
anything.
natural disasters when you were walking around, man?
No, it was pretty depressing downstairs, but nothing in the natural disaster
Probably
territory.
not due to the rabbit.
Yeah.
Probably
Also, there's
not.
something wrong with the air or something. Everyone wears masks. They gave me a complimentary one at the door, and also like put me on a timer of like how long till they sent somebody in to go find me because they were, I guess, assuming I
Gracious.
was going to get like abducted. I don't know.
Hmm.
I was
So
not
they
abducted.
think it dangerous.
I don't think I encountered a dangerous person, to be fair, but
That's good.
I was on a horse and I carry a weapon, so maybe not the
Mm.
most
True.
the easiest target.
That might
I
be
am missing a leg though, so it's the balance of things.
It is sort of it's tricky. I could see perhaps a bandit, into stories being all, oh, we could pull him off the horse, boys, and then we'll
Yeah.
have an easy time of it and all that. But I don't know how many folk are actually like that down there.
Well. Huh.
So once we get everything, the last thing we can go grab is the heart, and then we just pop it
Book
upstairs.
it. Right on up.
So I'm thinking with the rabbit, maybe I considered the idea of trying to feed it something that would make it fall asleep, and then we could just pop the horn off of it, not have to kill the poor bugger.
Could try that.
So, Kian, I don't know what sort of herbs you've got, but must have something that's might need a lot of it for something that size, but
It's also
Perhaps.
supposedly a fey entity, so I don't know if it would require something stronger than just herbs.
maybe. Might be we have to
Well,
fight it.
I didn't suppose we've come across any books in here about, I don't know, warden or hampering fey critters.
I
Do you
could try
sprinkle
to
some silver cuttings in it or what?
cast hypnotic pattern on it, tie it up while it's subdued, and then
Might be able to make that work.
I don't know. I just don't want one of us to get eaten.
I'd prefer that as well. I'm all for any sort of plan in which none of us gets eaten. I'm well pleased with that.
I just don't know how long a rope is going to hold back a natural disaster. Maybe
That's a fair point as well.
Do you think they have bunny-sized manacles?
Well, it's a
I mean, it was
rather
a big
large
bunny,
rabbit,
but-
so I don't know, maybe.
Maybe just normal manacles.
Hmm. Who knows?
But anyway, so is there anything else we needed to look at, or are we just being helpful, or should we go look for the rabbit?
I don't know.
Hmm.
It's quite strange. As I don't know why anybody would go to all the trouble of pulling this many books off of the shelf. I mean, sure, you could just go along and knock them all down with one arm, but they went and gone to every single shelf. Every single one.
She seemed to think it was someone from down below that done it.
Oh, that's par for the course, I would think. Based on the things that I was hearing from guards in the area, is that that's maybe just an assumption that is made, whether true or otherwise.
I
Oh
see.
dear. Policies.
So they're fucking racists.
Yeah, that's what I'm sort of picking up on. Is there's sort of a classist situation here.
Oh no.
That is kind of how Varys described it.
Yeah.
It's true.
Ugh.
And they have like
Sort-
guards set up at the exit. They have guards patrolling down there. It's a little
Yeesh.
it's much.
It
Yeah,
sounds like quite
I'll
a lot.
say. It's too
Mm.
divided.
Mm-hmm. I
Uh,
didn't blame him for feeling bad about it all.
if you're able to reach out to Varys today just to see how he's doing in the bog, I wouldn't mind. But also if we're going to go fight a natural disaster, I don't know. Or lure it with a piece of meat. Perhaps we can just catch a little animal along the way and not kill the terrible animal, but kill the little animal, if that's what we're trying to do.
And get the horn.
I prefer not to kill any of the animals, but if the terrible animal attacks us, then we might not have any choice but to defend ourselves. But I don't know, maybe stop by the butcher and buy some animal that's already been killed rather than kill one ourselves.
Sure, we can get a big shank of something. something interesting to what may have fully demeated an entire deer.
Mm-hmm.
Unsettling.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can lay a little trap and maybe we either knock it out or we just try to break off some of that horn and run.
Well, we'll see how humane we can be. We'll do what we can. This is a feisty bugger from the sounds of it, so I suppose we'll have to be prepared for at least a chance of a scrap.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're probably done with the books.
Mm-hmm.
And she will hand you 6 whole gold
Nice.
Yay!
for your 2 hours of service.
Hell yeah. Beep, 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 beep.
That's not bad money. I might come back and knock these fucking books down.
Wow.
Got a racket going on here.
Oh no, it's crazy. That happened to you again? Wild.
Oh,
I
you got
will
a
certainly
serial
help
book
you.
knocker. Oh no!
But my prices have gone up.
Yeah, it's congestion
Oh,
pricing
yeah.
right now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so
Crazy.
sorry. I don't set the prices.
No.
Of course not. Of course not.
No.
All right. You all leave the library. Are we going to buy stuff and then head out of town for rabbit hunting?
It's wabbit season, boy.
Yeah, we gotta find that
duck season.
thing.
Mm. Yeah, so
Wabbit
maybe we get
season 5.
a piece of meat and some extra rope and if Kian needs some sort of herb for sleepy time stuff, we could just cover all of our bases.
Seems reasonable.
I don't think it's gonna want to eat this valerian root.
Well, if we put it inside of the big
Hide-
leg,
Hide it inside the mate, Kian.
Right?
yeah, like a pill when you're trying to get your dog to eat it.
I probably just sort of slide it in alongside the bone. Probably won't even notice.
Or we set up just like a little pull trap so that it sets it up like a little pinata, and then maybe we're able to knock off some horn before it gets its bearings. It's also a good
Mayhap.
way to maybe get bit, but you know.
Mayhap.
So I need a bit of string, a stick, and a big ass box.
Perfect. All right, we have a game plan.
Hell yeah!
That part's easy. And then however much money you want to spend on meat, I don't care.
Cool.
Either you're getting cheap stuff or expensive stuff, and you tell me what you get.
I mean, for like a gold, I feel like I could get a good hunk of a leg,
There you go.
Yeah.
like a big
nice
portion of a backside, you know.
big old
Juicy leg.
haunch. We
Yeah.
need us a haunch.
Yep. I'll buy us a big piece of meat and I'll throw it in the back of the cart.
Perfect.
All right.
Party inventory.
Piece of leg.
Leg
Minus
of beast.
1 gold.
And
Hell
we
yeah, we
head
still
out of
have
town.
5 gold from our profit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
look
let's
at that.
go.
Library time
Woohoo!
is good.
All right. I feel like time is now. The iron is hot.
Take your cart and head out of town and start heading towards where you last saw the creature.
Yeah.
I will make note. Kian, along the way, did you want to point out this strand of mushrooms to the group?
Yes, she definitely would if we are going past it again.
Okay. Then I will inform everyone about this. So, since you are going at a much slower pace, you are able to take in the size of this much more. What was just a strand of mushrooms has turned into much more than that, Kian. This is more the easiest way to describe this. This is at least the size of a football field, if not bigger.
Dear God. Oh yeah, that's more than I initially thought. If that's a full ring of mushrooms, how big?
Good glory.
What?
So do you want me to like step inside and take a piece?
Absolutely
No.
not. Not. Nope.
Oh,
Not yet. We're not just testing
okay.
that sort of thing in the field
I think
before
my
we figure out
question
what it'll
is
do.
like, it's really big, so I guess we can't really tell where it's going. But like, in regards to where we are, orientation that we can see.
Where it is at, you are pretty close to the road, and it is going across a pretty much open piece of land. There's no trees or anything on this. It's just open field.
Gotcha.
And I'll take investigation if anyone wants to spend more time staring at this.
Oh, here I come.
Now that I see it,
I would
now that I
like to.
really see it.
I would like to cast identify.
Nat
on it.
20.
Ooh,
Wow.
I really see it.
Lamb, this
I'm
is
so
a
excited
mushroom
about my
circle.
15.
So
I was
many
like,
mushrooms. So many mushrooms. If she can identify what kind of mushroom they are, probably. She knows what kind.
A mushroom.
A mushroom.
Mushroom.
Mushroom associated with fairy ring?
You said
It-
we're investigating.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Never
solid
mind.
22.
I am not going to cast identify on it because that would require that I touch it, and I am not going to
Uh-huh.
do
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was waiting.
Okay, he's like,
Jack's like, watch this.
Hey, nerds, watch this. Boop. Wah!
We touch the circle, and that's where we end for the night.
Yeah, session's over, boys.
We're
Nah.
pivoting.
Jack, for a split second, sees what would happen if we did this spell, and says, "Actually, I'm gonna go to the cart."
Maybe I'll buy a wand. I can touch stuff with that.
So we can get into the discussion about if that counts as you touching it or not later. Kian, with your natural 20, I will send you information about this later. But
Sweet.
the specific thing you're noticing as you walk around it, like fairly large signs, and the mushrooms seem fairly natural to this base, but also you're seeing mixed in ones that you've definitely never seen before that could be from, the other world. This looks like it's a fairy ring, so it is probably associated with them. The other thing you notice, just glancing around it, you see a couple specks of just little patches of black and white sand.
Black and white sand patches.
Black and white?
Salt and pepper.
Reminds me of
But
the
it's
circus.
inside the circle. So
Reminds me of
Interesting.
the circus.
Huh. I don't know if that would bring anything to mind for her in particular.
just something to note.
We will note that.
But the last time we saw anything that was black and white and it was associated with the fee, it was that circus.
True.
I'm
Do
just
they have any
saying.
black and white sand?
I don't remember.
I just don't want to point fingers at the circus if the circus is really chill and we've
I
just
don't
decided they're
know.
fey
I'm saying-
entities.
I'm not saying necessarily the circus is at fault here, but perhaps, I don't know, they share a patron that also has the same color scheme or some. I don't know.
I will, if
Maybe.
people want to try to remember something about that circus, they can roll. I will point out you never saw anything Fey related at this circus. It just appeared pretty quickly. Like they
Right.
set up pretty quickly.
Well, I mean, like, they also had snallops, which are a fake
They
critter.
did.
And they had flying snakes, which I think are probably a fake critter.
I don't think so. Those were just
no.
creatures.
Are those
were
And
actually
their
creatures.
natural?
tiger was purple.
They
The
did have a
tiger was
tiger.
purple!
That was the interesting thing.
Yeah.
purple
But
tiger.
my
So, like,
thinking
there were
about
fey things
remembrance
happening
stuff
there.
roll was very balanced as a natural one.
Oh.
What am I rolling to think about remembering? Never. It actually doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, mine's not good.
No, I rolled a 2. Not gonna matter.
Yeah.
I got an 8 on the
We
dice.
can't remember.
The
shit.
circus,
The circus
was a long
was so
time
long
ago.
The
ago.
circus was
Circus
so
was like
long
2
ago,
months
guys.
ago, guys, and I can't remember that kind of shit.
I can't remember
Almost
that.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
In game, I think it was like a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're at little over a month now.
Guys,
we
a month
traveled
ago
with
I
Varys
was at
for a
a
hot minute.
circus.
A month ago, I'd
Oh.
not been to war.
Things were so simple.
The rabbits, they're coming from some other side of the Vale, but you could bring an army through a hole that size. Lot more
Or
than
a,
one
or a
rabbit.
whole town, perhaps.
Something big.
I wonder.
Just saying, it might benefit us that this is here currently.
That's true. A whole town full of people perhaps would need to get here from another plane, you know.
Right.
Oh,
We're
this is-
looking into that as a possible option.
Provided it's the right one.
I don't know how any of this works. Madden's gonna pull out that little newspaper clipping and see if it says anything important on
Yeah.
it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let us all look over his shoulder.
Let me
Yeah.
scroll
Yeah,
back.
scroll back.
Scroll back.
All right, where is your bag?
We're
full of
focusing up.
belongings?
I just know it is newspaper clipping with his old friends, and they saved a girl from Banog.
They
That
sure
is all I
did.
know.
They sure did. They went in and they came back.
Maybe
Oh, I don't
we-
want Varys to have to go talk to his old friends.
No.
We'll beat him up
You
for
don't
him.
have to.
Yeah, we'll do
kill him.
We'll beat him up.
No. You
I
pull
owe
out.
him a punch.
That's true. It's true.
Mhm.
You pull out this newspaper clipping. It is from the Tronglam Times. In it, the picture on there has Ferris's old team members. And there's no mention of him, so it just says them on there. Where the heck is that lady's name? I know there are 5 of them. Well, I only have 4 of their names right now, but that's okay. Their names written out. There's Calder, Drogar, Clar, and Rowan. Rowan, you know, is the one who was a bit nicer to Ferris. And the story covers that she was missing. A little girl was missing for 2 years, named Iggy Lynch, and was found by them. They traveled to the other world after their party member Clara was able to determine that's where the girl was being kept, and they saved her from the Fae. This clipping's date is from 3 years ago. Looks like she is probably human. That is all you're really getting from that. If anyone wants to roll for where Tronglam is, because I know people were trying to look at maps in general
Yeah,
and like learn about towns.
we sure were.
What do we
Oh,
roll for that, Katie?
no.
That'd probably be a history thing to know where town is.
Oh, if it's a history, then I got a 10.
Wow.
Ooh, 6.
3.
13.
Come on,
This
Lamb.
was history, still plus 0.
With a 13, Lamb, you aren't 100% certain on it. You think that this is a town one of your siblings mentioned they were going to consider going to, but it is in the bog, and they decided not to travel there.
Well, that town is in the bog, and I think one of my siblings was thinking about traveling there for a sales deal, but decided the better of it on account of it being in the bog.
Well, we got plans to go there ourselves soon, so
Might be worthwhile learning more about the place, if nothing else.
Well, let's get this going then.
Right.
We've got a hare to catch.
You do.
Got to catch a wild hare?
God, I don't want to look at it.
I will take survival for tracking down Big Rabbit.
Do we all get to play?
Everyone gets to try to find Big Rabbit.
Hooray.
It was survival, you said?
Yes.
Nice.
12.
24.
30, 20.
Yeah, you
Wow,
ain't got it.
so many Madden.
Yeah.
And you see these bones, and you're like, "Oh, that's a lot of
Mhm.
bone. That was
That's a lot of
animal."
bones.
I'm gonna pick a cool one for my bone friend. I'm like, which bone's the coolest looking bone here? And
Bone friend.
Bone friend.
Bone Fae wanted bones.
so I'm gonna grab her a couple bones while I'm here. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's
grab
kind of cool looking.
You grab some bones. While Madden's pulling bones off of this, you 3 are able to find a set of rabbit tracks very easily. It is heading sort of up towards the town, but more off into the fields. Not towards the fairy ring, though. Other side of the road.
Good to know. Let's track.
Let's try.
Right over
Sure.
this way, it looks like. Think there should be a pretty straight shot.
Or I guess we could find a space to set the trap.
Well, we got to make sure we know where it is first. Maybe if we
I
can
think
find
that's-
something that feels recent.
Drop-ins, perhaps, or
Bones.
a kill.
Let's go.
You all follow tracks? Are we stealthing or just walking?
It feels like we should maybe perhaps try not to alert this thing that we're rousting about in its hunting grounds?
I look down from my horse. Huh?
Also valid.
Other
I
horse
mean,
will
it
do
didn't
its
seem
best.
overly concerned with us
True.
coming through, but better to be at least a little.
Sure. Whatever you guys want to do.
We got to be
Yeah.
a little careful in
My
our search and
disadvantage for
flee.
stealthing.
Oh boy.
Oh, the good thing about not having a leg is I guess I don't have disadvantage on stealth anymore because I'm not wearing my armor.
Hey! Hooray!
Much quieter without the armor.
Yeah.
I have an 18 for
Kian's still
stealth.
clunking around.
10.
10.
Mm.
Uh, 18.
Hey! 2 10s, 2 18s!
Wham.
Not used to rolling less than 27 on stealth.
Mm.
Yeah, it's valid. Shh. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting rabbits.
Mm.
You four start traveling through this brush, following these rabbit tracks. And you see a flash of white start booking it away from you.
Well, you
I
know
guess
what?
we're really hunting.
And
That's
that's
crazy.
that's where we're gonna stop for the night, guys.
Woo!
Thank you all for joining us. We'll be back in 2 weeks. And we're every other Thursday. If you want to hang out with us in between, then you can join us on Mondays. We're on the Backs of Gods, a Norse mythology game run by Jillian, where we're all actually back in Norseland, so it is Norse again.
Yay!
And that's on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Watch past episodes of that game, this game over on our YouTube at the Dice Cult. You can hang out with us on Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, Discord if you actually want to chat.
I mean, honestly, we hang out. We don't bite.
We don't. And if you're interested in dice, I make dice. I'll share the link. I did finally pay for my website again, so it's functional.
Woo!
Yay.
Hell
Yay.
yeah!
And that is there. But thank you all for joining us, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Good night, everyone.
Thanks for joining us, cultists.